However, she shuts down until she's level-headed. Because I've learned in the past, when you speak something, you can never take it back. No matter how many apologies that you say, you can never take back that moment. Because that word is tied to a feeling and an emotion.
Well, the emotion you're going to get, I might apologize for how I said it.
But not what you said.
But if I said it, I meant it.
But
I might not have meant
it. Just because you meant it doesn't mean that you need to say it.
It depends on the situation. It depends on. I feel like we live in such a PC, protect everybody's feelings world that is a huge problem. Like, if we're having a conversation, and I'm a firm believer in treat people how you want to be treated, love people how you want to be loved. I want you to tell me what you thinking, how you feeling. I don't care how harsh, brutal, or whatever other word synonym you want to use is. That's how I want you to tell me. And I ask questions, and anybody that really knows me, I ask questions and I probe people to get to those places. Tell me how you really feel. Because I want to know the absolute truth. I don't want the sugar-coated part. I don't want you to let me tiptoe around this part because I don't want to hurt his feelings. No, tell me the truth on how you feel. I want to know where we stand at all times and what you see. I don't want to be blindsided by how you feel in a moment of anger. I want to know up front when you're not mad. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what it is you're thinking. So for me, if I say it to you, I'm never going to say anything with the intent of, I want to hurt your feelings, so let me say this. Like, I'm not that type that's going to swing for certain areas. However,
there's a lot of people that do.
Right. But when it comes to, that's not my, if I'm telling you something, if I'm telling you how I feel about something, or I tell you how I feel about you in a certain area, my intent isn't to hurt your feelings, but to tell you the truth.
But not everybody can handle your boldness and your direct. That's not your problem.
What am I supposed to do?
I'm just saying. So because I'm very direct.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You are.
But I've told that I need to learn tact. And it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I've been told that. I've been told that maybe I can make it a little bit smoother so they can digest it better. But I'm just a type, when it comes to me, don't give me no fluff.
Exactly. I don't give fluff because I don't want fluff.
But sometimes I have to, like with my boys, sometimes I have to fluff because they can't handle.
No, you don't know what you can handle until you're forced to handle it. And the only way that you learn to handle certain things is to be presented with them. And the world that we live in is so cold, it's so dark, it's so dangerous, it's so harsh, that if I walk around coddling people...
And I'm not saying coddle, but on some subjects, like, you have to be sensitive. You have to be sensitive.
But there's a way to be sensitive and be honest.
That's what I'm saying.
And it depends on. Okay, so I'm not like.
Use wisdom.
I'm not like just like this jerk that just is always just like, just cutting people. Like, that's not what I do.
Oh, okay.
I use discretion on. If I feel like, and those that know me know, I will tell you, I'm gonna revisit this topic because I can't figure out how to say what's going through my head right now. That is the red flag. That however it's playing out in my head is not going to be, you don't need to hear it that way. So I'm going to come back to it when I figure out a better way to articulate myself in this moment.
I'm good at when people come at me, I call it rage. Whenever you start yelling at me, that means you're in rage. So therefore, I need to back away from you. I don't like to be yelled at. Period. Don't like to be yelled at. I went through that as a kid. I don't like to. I don't like to be cussed at either. I don't like to be cussed at. I don't play with the female dog word. I don't play with that. It's not a term of endearment. Don't fight words. I'm old school. I'm gonna fight words. So if you come at me one them 3 ways, you're gonna see the back of my head because I'm gonna be walking off. And then I'm gonna wait until you calm down and says, now do you want to talk like a civilized person? I'm all up for a debate, but I'm never up for an argument. And I see that whenever I see a person coming at me with an argument, I shut it down. Don't got time.
So how would you define the difference between debate and argument?
This conversation, you hear the tone, how smooth it's going, that could be considered a debate.
Okay.
But
That's okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you did there. Okay. Because we got different definitions of it. So for me, debate is more on not so much what can be seen with the physical eye or heard with the physical ear. So to me, a debate versus argument is more internal. So when I think of debate, I think of, let's just break down what what you have to do in order to be successful in a debate.
You have to persuade the other person to your point of view.
So you have to present initial information. Then you have to listen to the other person's rebuttal. But you have to listen to understand. Because because your response, if you don't understand what the person's saying, you can't respond adequately. So a debate is literally listening to understand before responding. An argument is listening simply to respond. Let me hear what you're saying so I can respond. So I can be having a conversation with you and we be talking in this tone, but all we're doing is listening for a response. We're not listening to understand anything. We just haven't elevated our voices. That would still be an argument to me. Yeah,
so it's all about the vibe.
The energy somebody putting out. Yeah.
Because you can tell when someone's on a defense.
Yeah, real quick.
And so that's an argument.
Yeah.
And most times that I've dealt with, when people get on the defense, they voice raise.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
usually.
And you know, they use a lot of them choice words.
Choice words. See, that's the other thing. You gotta know how to articulate yourself. You know how to articulate yourself and put words together, and it frustrates people even. Let me stop, because I'm telling people how to get under people's skin. You gotta learn how to articulate yourself. Vocabulary.
I used to be bad with I'm a really bad sarcastic person.
I still am.
So whenever I see someone get upset with me, oh honey, what's the matter?
Yeah, I still am.
Sweetie?
I'm very sarcastic.
And it makes them more matter. So I purposely get more calmer and lower my voice. And speak all in even tone, and then I chop it up.
So you know what I found out about myself over the last week and a half?
What?
I can unintentionally be very condescending.
No, really?
See? That right there. Nah, before I found out because I really got under somebody's skin with that. Like, they got really upset internally. And I was trying to figure out why. Because I did not realize I had done it. Like, because I have such a smart mouth. Especially if I'm playing. No, I'm not reckless with my words. That I'm not. But, like, I just have really short, quick rebuttals for stuff. It's just the way my brain processes. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm a rapper, and we are always trying to find one-liners and metaphors that
shut the house down.
Punchlines. Yeah, like, you're always looking for that punchline that just has people like, oh. So, like your brain just works that way. But, so yeah, because of that, I have to be cognizant of what it is that I'm saying, and if I'm doing that, I have to pick up on it, because I didn't. There was one day, a person got upset, and I was like, I thought we were playing, found out they really got upset, and then I played the conversation back in my head. I was like,
damn.
Yeah, I can see how that would make somebody upset. So, yeah, I learned that I'm condescending. Unintentionally, though.
Oh.
So it's something I have to work on now. I have to be better.
So back to the church hurt in the church.
So, church hurt in the church. So the first topic we were tackling is the positive aspects of it. If you're being corrected, like the first, no matter what you do in this life, you're going to fall under some sort of authority. We're all under God's authority, first and foremost. So understanding that there is an authority that is there to correct you, and you have to be willing to succumb to that correction, and at least hear it out and apply it to your life. And too many of us, we hit a certain age, and it's like, I'm grown, I do what I want, and this and that, and it's like, that mindset ain't gonna get you nowhere. Like,
exactly.
you have to be willing to take heed
and humble
yourself and own the things that you do. Accountability is huge. I had a conversation this weekend about this very word, accountability. Like, you have to be accountable for yourself. Like, that's part of being an adult and growing up. If you're not going to be accountable and actually admit where you were wrong and things you need to do different and move in those things, I mean, why is it not going to take you serious? How can you really call yourself an adult if you can't walk around and, I mean, that's basic. That's like basic adulting 101 is hold yourself accountable for your actions.
But it's not common.
Unfortunately, it's not. But yeah, that's one of the jobs of the church is to
correct and love.
Correct and love. And I'm going to just stop there because there's a lot more I want to say, but that's for the second part of the show. But it is definitely to correct and love with the mindset and the attitude that I want to see you at your absolute best. And living exactly how God intended you to live and being who God intended you to be. And we all need to be shaped and groomed and moved in that. And part of that is falling underneath that correction and learning from it. So when those events happen in your church, understand that it's only going to help you if you take heed to it, listen to it, and move in it,
and grow from it.
So, but what else did you want to say from the positive aspects of church hurt?
If done correctly, if the correction is done correctly and in love,